Steven Spielberg said that if The Dark Knight came out today, it would have been nominated for Best Picture. Ginty, do you agree with that? Do you think if Dark Knight came out today, it'd be nominated for Best Picture?
Absolutely. And how it didn't win when it did come out is fucking blasphemy.
Yeah, it wasn't even nominated.
Plain and simple. No, it should have been nominated. Not only that, but a bunch of other different things.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on the Oscars? Do you care about the Oscars?
No. Oscars, Emmys, Academy Awards can all suck it. All it is a fucking platform to boast their fucking political views and say this and say that. Fuck you all. You're rich people. You're paid to fucking play in movies and entertain us. You're not a real fucking person anymore. Try living like we do and really see what the world is fucking like. Pound sand, bitches.
Just shit on their entire existence.
Jesus.
Hey, I love you in this. I love you in that. You sucked in this. You sucked in that.
Mm-hmm.
Keep them coming. Leave politics out of it.
Well, Ricky Gervais had that really great quote when the last time he hosted. And he was like, when you get your award, come up here, thank your publicist, thank your agents, and get off stage. He's like, no one wants to hear about your made up world that you pretend to live in.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone was just like, damn.
Exactly. Which is why they will never ask him back again. Oh my God, he would shit all over.
I'm sure they will, because he's like the best thing that ever happens to it. So
and that's for
that wasn't
that wasn't the Oscars. That was the Golden Globes, right?
Yeah.
It was the Golden Globes.
I don't even know.
Like laid back.
Was it the Academy? I don't even know what. Yeah, like it's like a made up stuffiness, and I feel like I don't know. I mean, to acknowledge something that for being good is what we should do, because if something is extraordinary, or the best picture voted on by people of the year, it's a weird. People claim not to care about it, but then when things are nominated, there's articles that come out and people care about it. Like this. Like people say, The Dark Knight didn't win Best Picture. I mean, we were in a time where, those type of movies, comic book movies and stuff, weren't really looked at in the same type of serious scope. And then that came out, and it's like, how do you judge that amongst its like counterparts, where we never really judged those type of movies before, where they probably should have, movies just, I don't know, it's just weird. Like action movies and stuff aren't really judged on the same way that, more serious tones are, which is kind of weird, because it's all the same made up stories that are put on film. So it's, I don't know. It's weird.
I agree.
Yeah, I mean, I think I like the Oscars because I can tell how much it means to the actors and actresses. Like that's their dream to win an Oscar. So when I see these performances win an Oscar, it's like I feel happy for them. But then when it comes down to it, it's like you drop the Best Picture list, and I've only seen like 3 of those movies. You know what I mean? Like half the time, I barely even seen half these movies that were nominated.
If that, usually maybe you've only heard of one of them. It's like
right.
I've never even seen a preview for like 4 of the 5 movies. Like, how is this?
It also sheds light on the movies too, which is kind of cool sometimes. So I'm indifferent. Like I usually hate a lot of things. I'm not that too like cold on the Oscars. I'm not hot on them, but it does sometimes, like, I mean, how many movies do you think really helped by being nominated or winning Best Picture, like Midsummer? I mean, I'd like to go back and think that I probably never even heard of that movie until, won an Oscar. It must be good then. And then you check it out. So at the end of the day, it doesn't really hurt. But yeah, I do agree with like it's a bunch of rich people high-fiving themselves, which at the end of the day is like, oh, cool. You're just in a room with people who were disassociated from reality, getting an award from them. Awesome. Like, there's more important things in the world, but there's more important things than everything than us sitting here in this making a podcast.
Yeah,
so it's,
absolutely.
I don't know, perspective.
And then, like, the Oscars do things like not give Leonardo DiCaprio an Oscar until, what was it, The Revenant was the name of the movie?
Yeah. He had to get
like,
fucked up by a bear.
Yeah, like, that's how long it took you to give him Him?
Yeah.
He should have won.
Well,
it for
to be
Django.
fair, oh man, so I
still say
did.
that.
I did try
Yes.
to look up like a list of the movies that won when his like Grand Slam movies came out, and it was like ridiculous. Like he just he kept coming out with great movies, but there was other movies that were just better than that movie. So it's tough to do it. It's tough to, but yeah, I mean it's weird. It is, and I wonder. I would love to know how many actors actually start, by wanting to win an Oscar. Like. If you're in sports, your dream is to win a championship, right? If you're a football player, it's to win the Super Bowl, baseball World Series. But like, if, and maybe I can't accurately say it because I'm not an actor. Obviously not. I didn't grow up in that lifestyle. But if I was to become an actor, I don't think I would care really about. I mean, winning an Oscar would be great, like cool, but I'd be much more in it for like the money and fame and like the acting, getting to do cool shit because you're an actor, getting to work in different parts of the world and being known. So I think I'd just be curious to see how many people actually care that they win, striving to win Oscars. Because like you say, it's the pinnacle, but just because a bunch of people said, oh, let's give this guy an Oscar because... But you do get to say like Oscar winner, whoever, forever.
Yeah, you do get that.
In any trailer.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oscar winning director, blah blah blah.
Uh-huh.
Oh shit, I'm gonna watch that movie.
That's a pretty dope title. I mean,
it's always funny when it's Oscar nominated, and you're like,
but didn't win. Yeah, like,
clearly didn't win.
Almost.
You were only the first or second loser.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I agree with that. There was somebody from like the gaming industry, or no, maybe it was like editing or something, was talking about that they should put more light into the editing and post-production Oscars because those people don't get recognition. Like
and
those
casting.
are the real people that, casting.
casting
Those are like the
people,
real people that actually make or break a movie, and we talk about it all the time that movies can be completely ruined in editing. Completely ruined in editing.
Yep.
So it's like the people that are actually, making these digital effects or putting the movies together hardly ever get recognized.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a shame. It's always just the actor. And it's like half the time, okay, out of the 4 million times that guy said that line, you chose the one that was good.
Right, yeah.
You should get a little credit for that.
Yeah.
But,
Mike, what do you think about the comments about The Dark Knight? Do you think Dark Knight would have been nominated for Best Picture had it come out like in the last couple of years?
Yeah, I mean, it's also, it's tough to go back and think, a lot of movies today, I think that a lot of films and the place that we're at in comic book movies exist now because of how good The Dark Knight was. So it's kind of chicken or the egg situation where you can't really have the landscape that we're in now without a movie like that just completely laying the groundwork for like taking comic book movies seriously. Like it is kind of groundbreaking, and like Heath Ledger did amazing. Everybody in that movie is doing it.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think it's more known by Heath Ledger because of his performance and because he passed away afterwards after that performance. So I would like to think, I mean, I don't know. It's hard to say. It deserves it. It deserves to. But I don't know if we'd be in a place where we are now without that movie kind of, existing. So who knows?
Right.
But if it did, But like you said, if something else had come out in the past that put us where we are and that movie came out, probably. It probably would be highly considered.
Yeah, I think so too.
Gary Oldman needs an Oscar.
Yeah, Gary Oldman's one of those people who doesn't have an Oscar. Yep. Yeah, there's a list of them who it's like, how do you not have an Oscar?
Yeah, but also it's like, okay, like I mean, it's we've like they've all made this like thing, this little statue so important, but it's like, does that person really care? Do they, is him winning an Oscar going to make me think anything more of him? No, I like him a lot. I think he's fantastic.
Right, yeah.
It didn't change my mind on Leonardo DiCaprio. It didn't make me suddenly
absolutely
go,
not. No.
You know what?
Just made
That
me
Leo
think the
kid, he's
Oscars
pretty
was
good
stupid.
now.
Yeah.
Exactly. Because you're like, oh, well, that guy didn't win one. He's one of the best
Yeah.
actors in the world. So what the fuck are we doing here?
Yeah. Oh, hey, look at you. You made it to the end of the video. Well, if you like what you saw, be sure to hit that like button. Also, hit that subscribe button. Should be over here, I hope. Also, check out some of the other videos we have on the channel right over here. Do it. Click the video. Click the video. Dude,